All right, so some pretty upsetting news, to say the least, came out today, earlier, about Ramon Laureano, one of the A's pretty big stars. Came out that he had been using PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, and now he'd be suspended 80 games starting now. And it's really disappointing because, you know, I think for me as a fan, I'm very anti-cheating. I think, if you're morally a good fan, you're probably anti-cheating. I hate the Astros for a reason. I don't respect guys like Sammy Sosa or Mark McGwire that, use steroids so much, or Barry Bonds. And now Ramon Laureano is up right there with them, with guys that used it. And so, all I can say is Ramon Laureano is like the biggest hypocrite ever. That this guy was banging on the Astros for, oh, they cheated, all this and that. I mean, he is just as bad as Altuve and Bregman and Correa. This guy, he cheated. And I mean, he claims that he didn't do it, or he didn't know he did it. And I think that's just BS. You didn't know you did steroid? Like, come on, man. He knows he did it. He's lying. And for that reason, I'm pretty much lost all respect for Ramon Laureano, which is disappointing because he was one of my favorite players. He was a big role player in our team these past couple of years. And he's lying. I mean, seriously, he said, I've worked too hard and given too much to the sport to disrespect or cheat the game I love. And I mean, you can say that all you want, but actions speak louder than words. He says, I would never do anything to dishonor my family, teammates, and coaches, or do anything to let down the many young ball players that look up to me. And I mean, if that were true, how do you get a positive PED test? Even playing devil's advocate, and believing that he's a good guy, it's just, he still did the drugs, even if he didn't intend on doing it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I just don't understand the logic. And I mean, it's disappointing because, like I said, he was a guy I respected. He's an A's fan favorite, and he's suspended 80 games. That's indefinitely the rest of the year and part of next season even. He tested positive for nandrolone. I've never heard of that, but I guess it's a PED. So it's really disappointing, honestly. I mean, the A's had pretty high moral high ground. The A's are one of those teams that people respect because they often do the right thing, And obviously, this isn't the entire A's. This isn't an Astros situation, but Ramon Laureano kind of is shedding negative light on the A's. He is making us seem like a bad organization, and that is one of the worst things you can do as a player, embarrassing our organization like that. So, he's making a fool out of himself, claiming that he's anti-cheating. He got in a fight with the Astros players last year, which obviously had cheating, the cheating scandal kind of, in it a little bit, I guess you could say. And then he's kind of just, cheating himself. It's just, I don't understand why he'd do that. He's an embarrassment to the A's organization. I'll put that out there. He's embarrassed our team. He's making us seem like cheaters, which is not the case. This isn't the Astros, like I said, but this guy is right up there now with Altuve, with all the cheaters. And we're not going to have him for 80 games. Who knows if he'll even come back. I don't know if the A's want to have that, legacy of a steroid user on their team. I mean, it's just, I was shocked. And Bob Melvin said he was shocked too. He's beloved in the clubhouse, according to Bomel. That's just the way it is. So for me, my personal opinion, I pretty much lost respect for Ramon, which is something I don't want to do, but you can't be cheating like that. And I'm pretty anti-cheating, so that's just how it is. So yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. Pretty disappointing to hear this news earlier today, but I guess next man up, next outfielder will replace him, and we'll see what'll happen. So yeah, anyways, guys, see you later, and go A's.